Baron von Steuben joined the Prussian army at age 17. He served as a second lieutenant during the 7 Years' War in 1756, and was wounded at the 1757 Battle of Prague. He served as adjutant to the Free Battalion of General Johann von Mayr and was promoted to first lieutenant in 1759. In August 1759 he was wounded a second time at the Battle of Kunersdorf. In the same year, he was appointed deputy quartermaster at the general headquarters. In 1761 he became adjutant of the Major General Von Knobloch upon being taken prisoner by the Russians at Treptow. He subsequently attained the rank of captain and served as aide-de-camp to Frederick the Great. In 1762 he was one of 13 young officers chosen to participate in a special course of instruction delivered by the king himself. Upon the reduction of the army at the end of the war, in 1763, Steuben was one of many officers who found themselves unemployed. Towards the end of his life, Steuben indicated in a letter that an inconsiderate step and an implacable personal enemy led to his leaving the Prussian army. In 1764, Steuben became Hofmarschall to First Joseph Friedrich Wilhelm of Hohenzollern-Hechingen, a post he held until 1777. In 1769, the Duchess of Württemberg, niece of Frederick the Great, presented him with the Cross of the Order of de la Fidelite. In 1771 he began to use the title Baron. That same year he accompanied the prince to France, hoping to borrow money. Failing to find funds, they returned to Germany in 1775, deeply in debt. In 1763, Steuben had been formally introduced to the future French Minister of War, Claude Louis, Comte de Saint-Germain, in Hamburg. They met again in Paris in 1777. The Count, fully realizing the potential of an officer with Prussian general staff training, introduced him to Benjamin Franklin. Franklin, however, was unable to offer Steuben a rank or pay in the American army. The Continental Congress had grown tired of foreign mercenaries coming to America and demanding a high rank and pay. Promoting these men over qualified American officers caused discontent in the ranks. Steuben would have to go to America strictly as a volunteer and present himself to Congress. Steuben left these first meetings in disgust and returned to Prussia. After unknown events, Steuben discharged from his position as a captain and traveled to Paris. It is speculated that he was, or was accused to be, a homosexual. It is unknown whether or not this occurred, and regardless, no charges were pursued. Upon the Count's recommendation, Steuben was introduced to future President George Washington by means of a letter from Franklin as a lieutenant general in the King of Prussia's service, an exaggeration of his actual credentials that appears to be based on a mistranslation of his service record. He was advanced travel funds and left Europe from Marseille on Friday, September 26, 1777, on board the frigate Flamand. Steuben became a U.S. citizen by act of the Pennsylvania legislature in March 1784 and later by the New York authorities in July 1786. With the war over, Steuben resigned from service and first settled with his longtime companion, William North, for whom he created a special room at his retreat he called the Louvre on Manhattan Island, where he became a prominent figure and elder in the German Reformed Church. From 1785 until his death in 1794, he served as president of the German Society of the City of New York, a charitable society founded in 1784 to assist German immigrants. In 1786, during Shays' Rebellion, under the written name Belisarius, Steuben criticized the Massachusetts government for being an oligarchy.